All right, guys, today we got two new ways to count things and do some probability, and they're called permutations and combinations. Permutations and combinations, you need to make sure you know the difference before we get done with this video. All right, first one is permutation. Permutation is an arrangement of objects in which, should have been objects, in which the order is important. It is important. So if I'm looking at those 6 arrangements of the letter A, B, C, there's 6 different ways I can write the letters A, B, C. And there they all are. That's when order matters. Okay, it doesn't. The next thing we do, combinations, order will not be important. But when it is important, it's a permutation, and we're going to write those problems a certain way, which I'm about to show you. All right, let's just try one without me showing you any kind of formula. So let's consider the number of permutations. That means arrangements of the letters in the word July. And how many ways can you arrange A, all of the letters, and B, 2 of the letters? Okay, so here's how we roll with that. There's 4 letters in the word July. And all the ways I can arrange them end up working out like this. I have 4 choices for the first letter. And once I've chosen the first letter, I have 3 choices for the second, 2 for the third, and then only 1 for the fourth. And if I multiply all those, I get 24. So I have 24 ways I can arrange the letters in the word July if I use all 4 letters. Now, if I just take 2 of the letters, I'm only going to take 2, have 2 blanks there. I have 4 choices for the first one, 3 choices for the second one. There's only 12 ways I can arrange 2 of the letters instead of all 4. All right, one new thing you're going to have to know, and you may know the symbol already, it's going to make sure, that is the word factorial, and that is an exclamation point. When you see an exclamation point, it doesn't mean you go like 4. It means you go 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, all the way down to 1. If you see 5 factorial, it means it goes 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, all the way down there. All right, so here's the formula for permutations. It's P, if you're going to do all the objects, okay, it'd be like, we call it NPN. You can just do N factorial. Whatever the number is of objects, like those letters in the word July, you can do 4P4, which means you're taking all 4 of the letters. We got 24. Then if you're going to take R at a time, if you're going to take a few at a time, like we took 2 at a time a minute ago, you do N factorial on the top, N minus R factorial on the denominator. Work it out like that. Things cancel. You get 12. Now, so that means in July, well, you can see the example right there. Don't need to work that out for you. I'm going to be honest. Your calculator has a button that's called NPR, and I'll show you what that is tomorrow, and that will help you a lot. Okay, let's look at an example here. It says 10 horses are running in a race, and how many different ways can the horses finish first, second, third? Assume there are no ties. Okay, so obviously order does matter because it's first, second, third place. So it's really this, because it matters, it's a permutation. I'm going to do 10s a total, 7s, how many I'm taking. The problem will look like this, 10 factorial over, the formula goes like this way, 10 minus 3 factorial, or just 7 factorial. I should just put 7 factorial on the bottom. But no, I like the 10 minus 3 because there's three different places there, which is 7 factorial, by the way. I'm just used to going ahead and writing all that way. So here's how it works out. You know, if you're doing the math with a calculator, the numerator is going to be 10 times 9 times 8 times 7, all the way down to 1, but I can just do that. I can put the 7 factorial, because it means it goes all the way down to 1, which is the same thing it has on the bottom, so it's really 10 times 9 times 8, which everybody knows is 720. 720 different ways 10 horses can come in first, second, third place. All right, for a town parade, you'll ride on a float with your soccer team. There are 12 floats in the parade, and the order is chosen at random. Find the probability that your float is first and the float with the school course is second. Okay, so if we're going to do that, remember, whenever we do probability, we put the total amount on the bottom. Now, the total amount is all 12. That's all the different ways you could arrange all 12 floats. Now, here's what we know. In my numerator, I need successful, like how we want it. So there's only, the first 2, there's only one way that can happen. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 because there's only one way your float can be first and the school course can be second. But that leaves 10 more. Okay, 10 more floats. And that's all the different ways you could arrange 10 more floats out of the 12. So if I start working that out, that's going to be 10. That's going to be in 10 factorial. That's going to be 12 factorial, which means my denominator will be like 12 times 11 times 10 all the way down. So like you can cancel the 10s. That's 1 over 132. That's your probability. And we'll be doing some of those tomorrow. All right, now, the other new word, combination. Combination is a selection of objects in which order is not important. The best example I can give you is if you're picking, let's say I'm going to pick a committee of 4 people out of our Algebra 2 class. does it matter which order I pick them in? Or like, let's say I pick, I don't know, let's say Braden, well, if he's there, Richard, Amelia, JC. Is that any different from picking JC, Amelia, Richard, Braden? No, it's the same committee, even though that means the order didn't matter how I picked them. The order did not matter, which means it's just a combination. That's the difference. All right, here's our formula for combinations. Combinations, the formula is a lot bigger. Okay, you're going to take the number of objects, and that goes on top, how many are together. And on the bottom, you're going to take how many you pick, and also subtract that from it. So 2 factorials in your denominator. All right, now I know that sounds complicated. And here's an example down here. It says, how many combinations of 4 objects taken 2 at a time? The numerator would be 4. You're going to take 2 at a time, and then what's left over? 2. If you take 2 from 4, what does that leave? It leaves 2 more factorial. And that's how that formula is going to work. All right, let's try a couple here and we're done. You order a sandwich at a restaurant. You can choose 2 side dishes from a list of 8. How many combinations of side dishes are possible? Now, here's my question about that problem right there. Does it matter which order you choose the side dishes in? And of course, the answer is no. Order does not matter. Like if you pick, I don't know, French fries and green beans, that's the same thing as picking green beans and French fries. Okay, so they're the same 2 sides. So my numerator is going to be 8 factorial. My denominator, how many am I picking? I'm picking 2. How does that leave? That leaves 6. Okay, that's the formula. That's how this works. So if I take the top and go 8 times 7 times, I'm going to stop at the 6 because there's already a 6 down there. On the bottom, that means 2 factorial is 2 times 1. Those cancel. That's 56 over 2. There are 28 different ways that you can get. That's a bad circle. 28 ways you can pick 2 side dishes from a list of 8. All right, a yearbook editor selected 14 photos, including one of you and one of your friend, to use in a collage for the yearbook. I like the word collage. The photos are placed at random. There's room for 2 photos at the top of the page. What is the probability that your photo and your friend's photo are the 2 placed at the top of the page? Okay. Let's go here. The total number is going to be 14C2. That's all the different ways that your 2 out of the 14 photos could be picked. Because order doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which order they are picked in. It just matters, that they're picked. So if I work that out, 14C2, I would get 14, picking 2, 12. That'd be 14 times 13 times 12, stopping at the 12, obviously, because it's going to cancel down here. Over 2 times 1, 12's cancel. That's going to leave me a total of 91. Okay, now that's the total. That's going to be my denominator. Now, here's the deal. How many combinations of 2 are you and your friend? Only 1. There's only 1 combination of you and your friend, and that's you and your friend. So we're just going to put 1 over 91. That's my probability, and that's that. And we'll work on that some more tomorrow. I know that may be a little confusing, that last one. Hope until then everything was good. I hope even that was good. All right, so like I said, not many more videos. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.